What's up guys, and welcome to another track guide. This week we're at beautiful Tsukuba with the Mazda MX-5 Cup, and I couldn't think of a more fun combo to end off this epic season of racing in low-fuel motorsports. I decided to have some extra freedom with the setup this time, trying to maximize every aspect of the track and its asymmetric nature to my favor. It's safe to say this setup is very unique and probably unbeatable at this track, but don't try to use it anywhere else because you will have a very bad time. Just reminding you that our lovely YouTube members are getting access to all track guide contents with a 2-day head start compared to their competition. So if you want to become part of that group and support the work that I do, make sure you click the join button and don't forget to also join my Discord community to get the setups, ghost car, telemetry files, and all of the necessary information you need to schedule a coaching session with me, just like dozens of other LFM drivers have already done. Now let's get into the track guide. Coming into turn 1, you have two possible braking references depending on what line you decide to take. If you want to take a shorter and tighter line, start braking at the beginning of the wall on the outside and bring the car close to the inside early on and hug the inside curb all the way through. This line should be safer for a defensive line during a race. But if you have a clear track around you and you want to maximize the lap time, start braking a fraction of a second before the end of the dark patch of tarmac on the right and send the car deeper into the turn for a late apex and a super strong exit. This line also allows you to take this corner in third gear if you're not comfortable with downshifting into second at such high revs. For the first hairpin, start braking at the end of the outside curb and get the car down into second gear, but be careful to not get your right side tires dirty on the grass during braking. Try to turn into the corner very early so you can use the banking to your advantage, and then hug the inside curb throughout the whole corner using the brakes to manipulate your speed and rotation. It's very important that you don't rush your throttle application, as doing that earlier than ideal will cause you to have great amounts of understeer or oversteer on exit. So get your minimum speed right through the turn and you will naturally find yourself getting back on throttle at the right time, giving you great traction in the straight exit. For Dunlop Corner, place the car on the absolute edge of the track and start turning in where the tarmac changes in color. Once close to the apex, start modulating your throttle to slightly adjust your speed because this corner is not quite flat out. Also, try your best to avoid the inside curb because the car reacts in a very unpredictable way over it. For the second hairpin, start braking at the end of the AstroTurf on the outside and get the car down into second gear. Be mindful that this corner has more than 180 degrees of radius, so that's why it's deceptively long. To counter that, take a line very similar to turn 1 and focus on apexing this corner relatively late for a strong exit into the back straight. Around the last turn, keep the car in 4th gear and start lifting gently once the tarmac changes in color. Try to keep the car running on the lower third of the width of the track while dragging the brakes for extra front end grip. Once you get close to the inside curb, get back on throttle aggressively to keep the car on that subtle yaw or slip angle depending on how you call it, and keep your steering very gentle to not scrub the front tires. So that was a lap around Tsukuba with the Mazda MX-5 Cup, and this is a wrap for Season 16 in low-fuel motorsports. Thank you so much for the awesome amount of support, and as always, thank you for watching and enjoy the hot lap.